Now in part C comes the pick number. Remember the pick number that you have created, that I have shown you the process of how to create the pick number. And here comes now the benefit of having this eForm and having registered for the pick number. Because the pick number, which will look something like this, I have used now the pick number of my school that I'm working for, Illinois Yamaniki Agogi. If you use this pick number and you put it in the field and you check the pick number, the eForm will automatically connect to the server of the European Commission of the participants portal and fill in all the details, all the administrative details that you have given there. So all of this information is automatically filled in. And now you will also see that the name of the applicant organization is already filled in automatically. Now this happens in several parts of this application. So I just wanted to show you how this eForm is working. There are, however, a few fields that you need additionally to fill in. For example, you have to define what type of organization you are. This is not always quite clear and easy. For example, we as an organization, we cover from kindergarten to secondary school education, all fields. But in this application, we will have to choose one of these aspects. So we are a school institute, general education, let's say secondary level, although we would be covering more. So it's not that important in the end. This is probably more for statistical reasons. But here in this drop down, you have to select what type of organization you are. You have to provide some information about the total number of staff and the total number of learners. Now remember, when we were talking earlier about the appropriateness and the proportionality of the application and of the number of learning mobilities that you are trying to do, this obviously becomes important. If you have 250 teachers, it is absolutely appropriate and proportional to ask for maybe 20 or 30 mobilities in the course of 2 years. While if you are a small school with only 20 teachers and you ask for maybe 30 mobilities in order to enable teachers to go 2 or even more times to a training mobility, most likely this will be rejected. In this year, it's new that you can apply as a consortium. Now, I will not go into detail into this. Usually this is not the case, and this is why I don't want to confuse you. So just leave it at no. You will have to provide now in the coming fields some information about your school. No, you can see if you move the cursor over the field that it will show you the maximum characters. So with 5,000 or less characters, you can present your school or whatever organizations you are. And these 5,000 characters include space, by the way. You have to put now your organization a little bit into the context of what you're doing. So the school profile could be split into these 3 boxes. You have a chance to present your organization, what are of the activities and experience of your organization are relevant for this application. So, for example, if your goal is to improve generally science education by introducing new tools, you can talk about what other science activities you already have and how this could benefit and be connected with the activities that you already offer. And here you can present the project team that has created this application and that most likely will be involved. What is the background? What is the profile? What kind of science teachers? You don't have to give names, but it would help if you could elaborate a little bit on the type of teachers that are going to be involved and give maybe a small reason why. The character limit is 5,000. That doesn't mean that you have to reach it. It's not always to the benefit of an application if all fields are filled into the very maximum, because an evaluator will have to read everything. So if some information can be provided in less than 5,000 or less than 1 or 2,000 characters, this is absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. It just gives you a maximum character limit. Now, if your school has participated in EU projects in the past, then you would have to click yes. You will have to briefly present them. Just putting in under which program, in which year, and well, actually in the last 12 months. So if you haven't, just leave it at no, and these fields will disappear. Important is that you will have to provide the contact details of the legal representative. In most cases, that should be your headmaster, and a contact person. That should be maybe the project manager within your school that has, that is leading the effort to apply for Erasmus Plus funding. It's new in this year that you can also add contact person. Just click on this field, and you could give a second contact person or even a third one that you would like to have. You can also easily remove then this contact person from the form. And that already is part C. So as you understand, it's not so difficult. Most of your schools will already have a website and a school profile ready. So just coordinate within your school what information is relevant to the overall application, and fill it in the application form. Now for this part, now this concludes this video tutorial. In the next session, in session 3, we will go in detail through the upcoming, more descriptive and very important parts of the application, basically the core of the application. We have covered now the administrative details. I hope it didn't scare you too much. It's really not so difficult. It is maybe a little bit time consuming, but just find out the right person that has the information, and then, try to split the work among you, and it really, in the end, is not difficult. It's just maybe a little bit of a hassle. So don't be put off by these administrative hurdles. It's really worth the while to fight through this and to submit in a great application and enjoy fascinating experiences abroad with other teachers from all over Europe. So if you have any question regarding the registration process or how to fill in the application form so far, please drop me an email, send me an email with your question, and I will try to answer it. Thank you, and hope to see you back for session 3 and the descriptive part of the application.